Hey there friends, what's going on? It's Codiak here, back for another Assassin Creed Valhalla video, and boy do we have a treat for you today. A brand new mythical hunter bow found in Assassin Creed Valhalla. And before we get too deep, I gotta give credit where credit is due. Everybody knows Raptor in the Assassin Creed Valhalla community. He seems to be the first one to have found Noden's Arc. Like I said, a mythical hunter bow that you guys can get right now in the game. It's a little weird how you get there, but we're gonna break it all down, don't you worry. Now, Noden's Arc is a really interesting bow. It's got one perk, increases the attack the further you are away from your enemy. Now, that perk sounds really cool right off the bat. Definitely can see some synergy with the Huntsman armor and other pieces of gear, but as you'll find out later in the video, it's not all that it's cracked up to be. But before we get there, let's talk about how to get Noden's Arc. Now, to get this weapon, like I said, it's a little strange. We're gonna go to a lake northeast of Jorvik. The quickest sync point is Brunton Tower. This is all the way straight north, right in the middle of the map. You're gonna fast travel there and head just slightly southeast to this big old lake in the middle of nowhere. Now, once you get to that lake, you'll notice there's a small island on the south side, and that is our destination. Now, on top of that island, you'll notice an iron node. Looks just like every other iron node in the game, but if you smack it a few times, you'll realize you won't be able to break it. And that's really the secret sauce that allows us to get Noden's Arc. Now, this is definitely a bug of some sort. There's no way that this item is in the game, and this is the way that we intend to get it because it just doesn't make any sense. But to acquire the weapon, it's really pretty straightforward. You're gonna smack the node a few times, then you're gonna go into your options and save the game, and then you're gonna load that save that you just made, and then you're gonna smack the node again, save the game again, load that save back up, and eventually, after you do this a few times, that iron node will no longer be there, and when you load in, you'll get Noden's Arc. Now, it's kind of funny, it's a node, and it's a node bug, and you're getting a weapon called Noden's Arc. I don't know if that was intentional. Again, I don't know if this is exactly how you're supposed to get this weapon. Kind of strange that all you have to do is smack some iron ore in the middle of the world. But the cool thing about this weapon is the fact that it is an Isu weapon. Very cool, and as we can see with the tooltip here, a mysterious bow forged from an unknown material. It seems to have been crafted by a civilization prior to ours. Now, I'm really excited about this bow. Of course, it's got that diamond rune slot and the perk we talked about, but here is where things get a little dicey. On the surface, Noden's Arc seems like it could be one of the best hunter's bows in the game with the highest chance for a single shot damage output. It's a hunter bow, which means you can use that double tap hunter shot, and then just with that perk increasing the damage the further you are away from enemies, I can see that really being the one-shot build that everybody's been looking for. But I took off all of my gear, ran around my settlement, and even tested this out with some enemies in a nearby camp, and unfortunately, the effect doesn't seem to be working as well as we think. Now, of course, we don't have any information to kind of guide us in this. All the tooltip says is it increases the attack the further you are away from an enemy. It doesn't give us a damage range. It doesn't give us any other statistics to basically make a judgment on. So I had to test it myself, and unfortunately I didn't see a lot of fluctuation in my damage. Now, I stripped away all of my gear, I upgraded the bow to the max level, no runes in it, and I couldn't really get it to perform the way that I wanted, and I was close, medium, and far distance away from different targets, and it really didn't make a difference. I didn't notice any considerable change, and that's really unfortunate. But again, guys, this may be a bugged weapon that's in the game, but not supposed to be in the game. It's really hard to tell. It doesn't seem like there's any problems with it, but the fact that there are no statistics under the perk descriptor makes me think that we're not actually supposed to have this weapon. But the cool thing is, you guys can pick up this item right now. It's not part of any hacks or any tricks. It's just something in the base game, so anybody can do it regardless of platform. Now, unfortunately, with a broken perk, Noden's Arc really doesn't do much. It's just a good mythical hunter bow that's already upgraded to 7 out of 10, and that's easy to finish up, and there you got a maxed out hunter bow. But there's no additional things that make Noden's Arc better than something like the Hunish bow, which is my favorite hunter bow at this point in the game. It is unfortunate, but if you are at the point where you need a new weapon, you don't want to spend the resources to upgrade one, you can head over to this lake, pick up Noden's Arc, and there you go. As always, guys, I don't want to drag this video on for too long, so I'm going to leave you with some gameplay of Noden's Arc. I did my best to kill enemies close, medium, and far away from myself. That way to just show you guys that the perk effect really isn't working. Who knows, maybe other players can pick it up and let me know if you got the perk to work and if there was really any statistical differences. But yeah, it's still an Isu bow. It's really cool to pick up, and who knows, maybe it'll get fixed in the future. I think we're saying that a lot about Ubisoft stuff. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want more Assassin's Creed content in your feed, don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. It is completely free for you and definitely helps us out a ton. My name is Codiak, and from everyone here at Legacy Gaming, thanks for watching, and play on.